Hey, I'm Dr. Mike Roussel, and welcome to this edition of Ask Dr. Mike. Today we're going to answer a Facebook fan's question asking about how they can function better during the day when they're working on not getting very much sleep. So with today's question comes from a Facebook fan, and it's a question that's kind of near and dear to my heart, something that I can really relate to. I'm going to read it to you and then we'll kind of talk about how we can help solve this person's problem. So it says, my wife recently gave birth to our first child. It's wonderful, but I'm not getting enough sleep. Is there something that I can take to help me function better during the day? So I know all about sleep deprivation associated with having young kids. If you've followed along with the videos and you've been reading it at my blog mikeroussel.com for several years, like I know a lot of you have, you'll know that I've had two twins and then also a younger son. They're still, at this time of shooting this video, are still very young. So I know all about that sleep debt associated with having little kids. And part of the answer is that over the long term, there's really nothing you can do to get around sleep deprivation. You just have to get more sleep. That's really the bottom line. It's such an integral, thing that your body needs. Your body just craves it. So you need sleep. I did a series on sleep called the Sleep to Perform series that you can find at my YouTube channel or at mikeroussel.com. And I recommend that you watch that too, because that has a lot of good information. One of the videos is specifically on napping and how you can use napping to basically hack your sleep habits and get more alertness and greater mental acuity throughout the day, even with just these 20-minute power naps. So that's one piece. The other piece is you can use caffeine, right, which so many of us do, to kind of push through the day to get you kind of through when you're really tired. Or you could, there are a lot more kind of exotic stimulants nowadays that you can use other than caffeine. But what's the other option? And so you actually have another option, which would be to supplement with an amino acid right before you go to bed. And that can help you not only with your sleep, but also feeling better during the day when you're sleep deprived. So I'm talking specifically about L-glycine. And there are some research studies looking at the impact and the effect of taking 3 grams of L-glycine, which is just an amino acid that is really very inexpensive, which I guess is part of the good news, that you can take glycine right before you go to bed, and it can improve your sleep, your quality of sleep while you're sleeping, but that it also helps when you're awake during the day after having a night of not enough sleep. And so in this research study, what they found was that people who took glycine reported lower feelings of fatigue throughout the day. Now, one of the things about this is it might not be a long-term solution. So they only did this for a couple days, giving people the glycine and then measuring. Like keeping people sleep deprived for a long period of time is, well, one, it's not nice, and two, it's kind of expensive because you're monitoring their sleep as well. So the first day had the greatest effect, and then that effect was not there at 3 days. Now this could be because the sample size was really small, they didn't have very many people in it, or it could just be that the effect of supplemental glycine only lasts kind of in an acute, one-time piece, kind of one-time shot. So I don't really think we know the answer to that, but I would recommend, at the price that glycine is, and there are a couple different studies showing its effects on improving sleep, and then this one showing its effects on improving how you feel during the day following a night of sleep deprivation, that you give it a shot. It's just 3 grams of glycine in water, say 20 or 30 minutes before you go to bed, and that's all you need to do. I've used that with some of my athletes, especially during times of with lots of travel, where they're going to be a little bit extra fatigued and they need to get the most out of their sleep and function their best during the day. It's a real simple way that you can do that. So 3 grams of L-glycine right before you go to bed, and that should help you function at least on the first day and maybe chronically over time. Not really sure, but in the end you really need to find some way to try to get sleep, because if there's anything that sucks your resolve and kind of your drive and your willpower, it's lack of sleep. So make sure you get enough sleep, but you can use the L-glycine trick to kind of get you over through some tough times. So good luck with the new baby, And that's going to wrap it up for this video. If anybody has any questions about glycine or things related to sleep, post a comment below this at YouTube or at my website at microcell.com. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel next time you come by as well. Thanks a lot and have a great day.